with pretty curls. Now she's coming.
Can you please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
I think it's beautiful.
I know, but like as a black person, to me it feels like a microaggression.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a very interesting conversation and I need you guys to see this video and let me know what you think, if this is a microaggression. So what happened is that this black queen walked into a space, and immediately she walked into a space, I think the person complimenting her is a non-black woman. And this person was about going to hype her up for her hair and her coils and all that. And this black woman checked the person immediately, like, you know what? Don't compliment my hair. Like, just say what you want to say and end it there. Like, don't make it a big fuss. And this has struck a bigger conversation. And some people are saying that this is a microaggression and all that, which, like, Anyway, guys. Let's go check out the video, then I'll come back and let you guys know my thoughts on this. But let's check out the video and what this black woman was trying to say, if you agree or not.
In the front. Yeah.
Hey love, how are you?
See, how are you? She came in with pretty curls. Now she's coming.
Can you please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
I think it's beautiful.
I know, but like as a black person, to me it feels like a microaggression. I deal with it all the time at work. And you can make that face. I know. I'm just saying, I'm telling you how it makes me feel. Everyone's different. But personally, if you like the hair, oh, pretty hair. You don't have to like clarify that it was different each and every time because it makes me uncomfortable.
I just like the way you treat
I know this. I'm not looking for any excuses. It's just, it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
Cool.
So, before I go on to continue this video, so this is what she wrote in the beginning of the video. I tried to explain context for it. She said, PSA, please stop pointing at black women for wearing wigs and weaves. If you like their hair, just say it and leave it at that. And again, it does not matter your intention, it's the impact. So let me know down in the comment section if you're a black woman, you're black queen, do you think this is a microaggression? Go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Like I said initially, this video has struck a bigger conversation that has got a lot of people talking if this was a microaggression like the black queen pointed out, or she was overreacting, or it does not matter, that or it's okay for non-black people to compliment black women's hair and all that. So please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. So let's go hear other people's thoughts on this, then I will come back and share my own thoughts on this issue.
Because it makes me uncomfortable. I know this. I'm not looking for any excuses. It's just, it makes me uncomfortable. Cool.
Now, just to be clear, this girl is well within her right to not feel comfortable having people make certain comments about her body or her appearance. Everybody has aspects of their being that they may be uncomfortable with or just don't want people calling a lot of attention to, so it's okay to ask people to stop.
Yeah.
But we gotta be self-aware and realize that if somebody calls out something that we're uncomfortable about and they do it in a complimentary way, we can't just accuse them of malicious intent because we're insecure about it. If someone is just stating the obvious by calling out your frequent hairstyle change and even complimenting it by referring to it as pretty curls, you can't just label it a microaggression because you're uncomfortable with it. Now, I understand that the subject of hair can be a pain point for black women because they may feel pressure to uphold a certain beauty standard with their hair, which may lead them to wear wigs of different styles instead of just wearing out their natural hair. I'm not at all denying the existence of that pressure or invalidating the insecurity that may exist because of that pressure. But it seems like this is a situation where the girl isn't fully aware of her own insecurity, but she does feel negative feelings about the encounter. So instead of looking inward and asking herself, why do I feel negative about that? She instead casts blame on someone who didn't really do anything wrong. Now, my assumption is that the security guard was a white person, and with that, you can probably assume that they're not too familiar with the black female experience when it comes to hair. And considering the fact that she gave a compliment and felt so comfortable doing so, it's more wise to assume that she was trying to give a nice gesture. She just did it poorly given the context. Now, like I said, the girl is well within her right to feel uncomfortable about certain remarks and ask for them to stop. But in these situations, it's just better to assume ignorance than it is to assume malicious intent from people, so nothing has to escalate. And it's better to be hyper aware of your own insecurities and pain points, so when situations like this happen, you don't automatically accuse the other person of committing a microaggression.
You don't have to like clarify that it was different each and every time because it makes me uncomfortable.
And a lot of people may not agree with what she said, but I totally get it. That's part of the reason why I never got into wigs and weaves, because I feel like every time I would change my hair, somebody would say something about it when I was working. And, it's like I appreciate the compliment, but like you don't have to say any, like, I know I changed my hair. Just say it's pretty, like, but you don't have to like go on and on about every time I see you, your hair is different. Like, I'm a black woman. That's how it can be. But it used to make me feel so uncomfortable to the point where it was just like if I wore a wig one day or a couple days and then I wore my natural hair, like, you don't have to point it out. I know. So that's one reason why I just was like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna wear wigs and weaves and call it a day and just deal with it. And I don't have to worry about it at all because I have locks, so I can change it up however the fuck I want to change it up. But yes, kudos to you.
Can you please not talk about when I switch up my hair? I know, but like as a black person, to me, it feels like a microaggression.
First, I think it's important to say that her, just like every single one of us, is well within our right to be made uncomfortable by anything that we just find uncomfortable. I've seen some people like implying that this is all staged or that like she really doesn't care. I think that she genuinely does care. And while she was like a bit condescending and like the attitude wasn't all that necessary, she did communicate in a healthy way. And she wasn't being unreasonable, but I do still think that this is performative as fuck. See, if I were to be just walking by and saw this interaction take place, I'd be cool with it, right? I think that she was, well within her place to establish herself and say, hey, we ain't homies, you're not my friend. Don't talk about me. Like, you work here, I'm gonna walk by, just let me walk by. Like, I completely understand not wanting to be talked about in any way. Like, there are days that I don't even really want to be perceived by anyone. But it was really her association with, like, the microaggression that really just made it feel performative for me. And, the fact that she just happened to be recording everything, like, right as it went down, almost like she planned for it to happen because she knew that she would get some kind of compliment on her hair. She'd finally have, like, an opportunity to, like, stand up to the evil microaggressive whitey who's, like, complimenting her hair. Overall, it does feel silly. I'm sure that there are going to be a ton of people in the comments saying, well, you don't understand the significance of like the hair. I don't give a fuck. Respectfully, this is silly. It's stupid as fuck. It's a compliment. Can we be serious? The woman in the video implied that this person was coming from this racist place. Understand that when you post that video, when you have that kind of relationship where you can start pre-recording because you already know what she's gonna say, if you're there that often and the video goes viral, it's not going to be very hard for the people in that area to know exactly who the fuck you were talking about. Just some regular security guard woman doing her job, giving out compliments, trying to make people feel good about themselves. Now she's going to be known as like the racist security guard bitch. Because you wanted a couple minutes of internet clout. You wanted that like huzzah moment. Like, yeah, I did it. Congratulations. Like, I hope that these 15 minutes really do it for you.
She came in with pretty curls, now she's coming
Can
out
you
with-
please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
So I've seen this clip floating around, and I just want to say, I don't think the security guard who was just pointing out the fact that, hey, you switch up your hair a lot, your hair is beautiful, I seen you come in with curls the other day, now you're coming in with this style, was trying to be microaggressive. In fact, myself personally, I would not consider it a microaggression. However, I do understand the big ordeal sometimes being a black woman and changing our hair, especially in a workplace environment, and how it will become kind of like a spectacle. There was at one point in time I was a woman that would change my hair every 2 weeks. And sometimes it would be a full-on 20-minute conversation with, non-melanated coworkers, like, girl, yeah, I don't know how you do it. I swear, you come in looking like a different person every 2 weeks. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to say that or there's anything wrong with making that observation, but it can just kind of feel like being like on display, like you're some type of form of entertainment because you choose to switch up the way that you look. Yeah. I don't know, it all just depends on the person. I know for me, I'm introverted, so I like compliments, but I don't like a whole lot of attention. It just makes me nervous, so that could be a factor in why she feels the way that she feels. But all in all, would I call it a microaggression, that particular comment? No. A microaggression would be like, you people sure do switch up your hair a lot. That to me would be a microaggression. But yeah, but I understand everybody receives things differently.
Hey, love, how are you?
She came in with pretty curls, now she's coming
Can
out
you
with-
please not talk?
Mind y'all, at the end of this video, listen carefully. The person says, I'll try not to. If she told you she don't like it, you gotta try not to offend her.
Hey, love, how are you?
She came in with pretty curls, now she's coming
Can
out
you
with-
please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
I think it's beautiful.
I know, but like as a black person, it's to me it feels like a microaggression. I feel like there's pretty hair. You don't have to like clarify that it was different each and every time because it makes me uncomfortable.
I just like the way you changed.
I know this. I'm not looking for any excuses. It's just it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
Cool.
I think we messed up big time when we gave random citizens the term microaggressions, because now microaggressions can be whatever you want them to be. Now, I think everybody's entitled to not wanting to receive compliments from outside forces, and the people giving those compliments aren't entitled to positive reciprocation of those compliments. But for her to make this situation about being black is insane to me. Now, I don't know these people, but based off of this video alone, this encounter had absolutely zero racist back into it. Now, I think it's one thing if you're attempting to educate somebody, I guess, but it's more so about her condescending tone and harsh demeanor, as if that security guard's intent was to be racist or call out her blackness. That's like somebody telling me, you sure do switch up your do-rag colors a lot. I don't know, I like the variety. And then I say, who the hell do you think you're talking to? With these kinds of people, I will play the hypocrisy game all day. These are not the same kinds of people that would confront somebody for saying, oh yeah, this one got some seasoning. Oh, this one got some soul. This one got some rhythm. I don't know. It's like, was your goal to get that security guard to never ever compliment another black woman ever again, simply out of fear? Because if so, you might have succeeded. I think common sense would say that that's causing way more divide than unity. And over a compliment is crazy.
Can you please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
I think it's beautiful.
I know, but
I feel so bad for the woman that she recorded and put on blast to the entire world for simply trying to make someone feel better about themselves. Someone that's naturally shy and struggles a lot with trying to bring myself to compliment someone when I want to. I know complimenting someone takes a lot of courage and confidence. And the fact that you have to nitpick the way she complimented you just says a lot about you more than her. I don't think there was anything wrong with the way she complimented you. Everyone is different, and you can tell that this woman, her compliment was genuine because she actually paid attention to detail, and she wants you to know that she notices that you put effort into your hair, to your beauty. Her entire attitude just gives me Regina George vibes. Like, don't talk to me, you're a peasant, you're not worthy to compliment me, ew. You can call it boundaries all you want, but at the end of the day, you just come off as rude and a female dog. There are real problems in this world, and trying to bring down someone that is trying to uplift you is probably the least you need to worry about. Like, let's be for real. I really hope you self-reflect and you apologize to this woman, because the way you come across is just plain rude. We all know that curly hair takes time, maintenance, and money. I would appreciate a compliment, but you know, there's some girls that are like you and they're just rude and they don't want a compliment because they think they're better than everyone else. Props to that security guard, because she's 100% a better person than me. Because if you were to turn around and tell me that, not only would I take back my compliment, but I would humble you so hard. As a human being, please do better.
hey, love, how are you?
She came in with pretty curls, now she's coming
Can
out
you
with-
please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
I think it's beautiful.
I know, but like as a black person, it's to me it feels like a microaggression. You don't have to like clarify that it was different each and every time because it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, let's talk about it. So obviously I got my hair out today. My hair is kind of looking trashy because I have to wash it. So, you know, I got frizz and yeah, it's not looking great. But that's besides the point, right? So in most of my videos, no matter what I post, I always get people that comment on my hair. They're always like, oh my God, I love your curls, I love your hair, I love the style of your hair, I love the texture of your hair, etc., right? Now clearly, I am not white. I am a person of color. So my hair would be considered ethnic, right? Because it isn't straight. It's curly because I'm an ethnic boy. Stupid terms, but you know what I mean. So I guess according to this young woman, I probably could complain as well. when people comment on my TikTok or on my Instagram or on my YouTube and will comment on my curls, even though the video that I'm doing or talking about has nothing to do with hair, people will still say, oh my God, I love your hair, I love how curly your hair is, etc., right? Do you see me saying that's a microaggression? Do you see me saying I don't like the fact that you are categorizing me by my hair? Yes, I have curly hair and it's because I'm ethnic, and why are you judging me, white person? Do you see what happens when you wear the lens of race everywhere you go? It's so toxic that even when you get compliments, you find a way to make that a negative thing and about race. And your inferiority complex, by the way, because that's exactly what that is that she's displaying. See, when you find a way to make something so positive a negative, the problem is you. I just wish that we could stop making everything about race and lighten up. It's just hair. But welcome to the United States in 2023, where you can't even compliment somebody on their hair because that's considered aggression racially. How dare you? So FYI, white people, if you see an ethnic person with hair like mine or braids or any other ethnic style, just look down. Don't give us eye contact. P.S. Also notice how she was recording prior to the conversation. She was waiting for that moment. And according to her TikTok, she has limited the comments because I guess she was getting dragged, as she should be.
But before we go on, let's just see what a microaggression is. A microaggression, in terms of now, is a statement, action, or incident regarded as an instance of indirect or subtle or unintentional discrimination against member of a marginalized group, such as racial or ethnic minority. Okay, so it's more like a subtle, indirect discrimination against member of, yeah. So people wondering, that is it. What's that? So now, okay. So please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But please, please, please keep it respectful. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way and we'll have amazing conversation. So go ahead and share your thoughts for free, okay? Let us know down in the comment section what you think. Do you think this was a microaggression or this was a compliment, or you think the black woman just overreacted? Just go down in the comment section and share your thought, okay? So for me, here's my own thought on the situation. For me, I totally understand where the black woman is coming from. Like, I get it. And I feel like in this instance, there's really a thin line between microaggression to compliment. Yeah, I feel like the line is so blurry, yeah. But I feel personally, I don't think the security guard or the non-black woman meant anything here doing that. But the thing is that I feel like when you know better, you do better. And I understand where the black woman is coming from. Like, you know what, she feel like this is microaggression because you don't have to always point it out that I change up my hair. So this is the internet. Like, fun fact, the fact that I grew up in Africa, the fact that I grew up in Nigeria, here in Africa, I have never really, I don't see anything wrong when somebody points out my hair. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like oh girl, because I feel like we're all black women here and we switch up our hair like that. So I don't get it. But like you guys know, I was on vacation a couple of weeks ago, and even though I felt safe in the country I went to and all that, I went to a couple of places where my hair was like the center of attention, and I actually felt a little bit uncomfortable in one of the places, and I had to like, okay, like this man literally wanted to touch my hair, and I was like, okay, this is what people talk about online that I've never ever experienced, which was really awkward. And I didn't think that somebody pointing out my hair or wanting to even feel the texture of my hair will make me feel that way, but at that instant I felt that way. So I get where the sister is coming from. And sometimes, you, like the other brother said, like everybody has the right to feel uncomfortable. You can't tell somebody this is what should make you feel uncomfortable and this is what should not make you feel uncomfortable, because our lives are different. What triggers us are different. Our traumas are different. So I get it. And I have a non-black friend that has literally make fun of, like, why do you switch up your head so often? Like, some of these non-black people don't understand why as a black woman we switch up our hair often. And yes, some black women switching up their hair came from insecurity, while some came from just liking to switch up their hair, wearing wigs and all that. Like I personally, I switch up my hair because I get bored of a steady look for a long time. Like I want to switch it up. I would like to do something different. I would like to cut the hair or color it. That is me. But I understand that some people, this may make them feel uncomfortable, that why do you always have to point out that I switch up my hair every time? But I personally, I don't think that in this case this was a microaggression. I felt like this woman was genuinely complimenting this black woman, and I do appreciate how the black woman kind of just tell her. And I feel like as people, as whether you're black, white, if anybody makes you feel uncomfortable about something or make a statement that makes you feel uncomfortable, I feel like just say it there and there so that the person knows not to do it again. You get it? Like just correct the person, that let it linger on for a while and then try to correct the person. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you do it 1-2 times, just like, you know what, I notice this is what you're doing and your intention might be right, but it makes me feel a certain way. And yeah. And lady seems very nice walking into the place. She seems very nice and very polite. So yeah, I understand where she's coming from. And we don't know her backstory and why this trigger her and make her feel like microaggression. Okay, so anyway guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful like we always do. Yeah, please go on to share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content, and that will be you supporting this channel and supporting me. So when you like, share, leave a comment, subscribe, all those good stuff help me and help my channel. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.